Howdy, howdy. I said that because I'm used to saying it's the pre-show before the free show. It's not. It's 11:01 at night, but it is my instant reaction after week 4 of the Texas high school football season, and on a week that we've been sitting here talking this whole time about there's only 650 whatever games going on, which is a lot of football, but not as near as much as we're used to. It's a really, really big bye week. I think 13% of Texas high school football teams are off this week. We were like, man, a little bit of a light slate, man. It ended up being a banger of a night, specifically in some of the small schools. Let's start off with probably the biggest statement win tonight, and that's going to be Anna taking down Salina 28-25. And I feel like maybe some people are looking at this and going, that's not that big of a statement. But guys, think about Anna as a football program. I mean, where have they been? This was the biggest game that Anna has played in, I would really say, ever, and to take down a Salina team like that in that fashion was incredibly impressive. Evan Bullock is the real deal, and he's showing that. Coach Farr, in just his second year, and what they've been able to put together on this Anna team is very, very impressive, and they look like a complete team. Salina doesn't have as many skill players, I think, as we're used to seeing with the explosiveness of a Salina team, but we still expected them to be really physical and win the battle in the trenches particularly, and they just didn't tonight. So a very, very impressive win by Anna, and I think that really puts 4A Division I on notice that the Coyotes, they aren't a fluke. This team is ready to compete at the highest level, and so I think they're a team that we're going to definitely be keeping our eye on as the season progresses. Another shocking result, and it's just shocking, and it really is. Cal Allen taking down Cuero in unbelievable fashion. Cal Allen is legit, and I know that shouldn't seem shocking, but Cuero has been a team that has been rolling. I mean, they were averaging 54.7 points per game so far this season. They have looked explosive on offense. They have looked explosive on defense. They're probably one of the fastest defenses that you will find in the state. Cal Allen goes in there and absolutely just owns that game from stem to stern. Their running game with Epi Hinojosa has been unbelievable, and their defense looked immaculate. The thing that I find so much fun about watching this new Cal Allen team under Steve Campbell, he's been there for 36 years, but the first time head coach after legendary Phil Danaher, is they have turned into this multiple type of team. They can switch from the wing tee over to a 4-wide spread really, really quickly, and they kind of have always done that a little bit, but Coach Danaher did not like passing the ball, man. He was old school. He loved running the ball. And what Coach Steve Campbell has told his guys is, hey, don't be scared to utilize that as a weapon, because when we start getting multiple and we're really able to throw defenses off, it's going to bode well for us, and it really, really did tonight. That was an exceptional win by Cal Allen, and you want to start taking a look at Region 4 down there. I mean, they're making themselves the clear-cut favorite so far. New Caney taking down the Woodlands. The Woodlands, the 25th ranked team in 6A. This was a district game, District 13 6A. The Woodlands is the 6th largest school in the state of Texas. The New Caney they're about 117 kids over being literally half their size. I mean, this is a very, very big enrollment differentiation. So New Caney, we know they're pretty explosive and they have some skill players that they can use, but we just figured you get into the second half and you're going, okay, man, the depth, the size that the Woodlands has down in the trenches, the quarterback play that they have, something's going to start to light up, and that New Caney defense came out ready to shut them down tonight, and it was a very, very impressive win, and I think that they have absolutely solidified themselves as the favorite now to win District 13 6A. So very impressive by the Eagles there. This is a team that I think should realistically go through the rest of that region without really any problems. This was going to be their biggest test, and they stepped up big to the plate tonight. Brock is 0-4. They're making me look dumb. No, I mean, it's so hard to figure out what to do with this Brock team. I saw them play against Wichita Falls Hershey. That one goes into overtime. They played Pleasant Grove, who's an unbelievable team. They play Wimberley. Wimberley, they did turn the ball over a lot, so you can't be doing that. But tonight, I mean, Gunner just won the football game. And we knew Gunner was going to be good, but this is a statement win by Gunner because the two previous teams that they have played, they weren't up to their weight class. A private school, a charter school. So it was, okay, we know you're going to be good. You're always good. How good are you? And they really proved that against Brock tonight. Of course, I mean, they had to replace Hut Graham at quarterback. The new quarterback looks great. Ethan Sloan is still an unbelievable ball player. And so this Gunner team, I mean, 3A Division II, you better watch out because we always have our eye on Gunner, but the murder machine is back on track. So incredibly impressive there. And for Brock, man, okay, you've got probably the most difficult non-district schedule that we see. If it's not the most difficult, it's definitely up there. They're still 0-4. You've got to start figuring stuff out. You look at their district, and I'm thinking, okay, there's no reason that they shouldn't be better than the teams that they're playing, and they chose this. You know, you go up against teams in this non-district schedule because you want to test your strength. You want to play against the best to be the best. And so next week, I believe they have a bye week, but then after that, you start looking at Brock and going, okay, we better see you start really getting things going here, or else they tricked me. I'm still gonna say that Brock is a very good football team, but I'm weaning off of that week by week. So I'm very interested to see what they do at the start of district play now. But congratulations to Gunner, man. They're legit. Sauk getting a win, coming back over Parish Episcopal. They were up pretty early. It was about 14-0 through most of the second quarter, and then it got dicey back and forth. But Sauk getting a much-needed win over a very good team that we have seen take down some big teams in the early half of the season. So a big win over Parish Episcopal there. And then Llano getting a huge win over Coleman. It was on the show tonight. I have to shout them out. Coleman only suited up 23 kids, so there was a big difference in classification there. But that Llano team looks really good, guys. They really do. And I know you're going to hate to hear me say it, and I'll lean off of that a little after this week. But they showed how deep they are at receiver. They haven't been able to do that because they haven't needed to do it. Their run game has been outstanding. And to show Briggs Green, the new quarterback coach's youngest son, the talented arm that he has to get it to just a plethora of wide receivers. They're looking like the favorite in region for, consider that a homer call or not, it's very true. But a very impressive win down there in Llano tonight. And then I want to shout out San Antonio Davenport in their first UIL varsity season. 4-0, unbelievable. We talked to Coach on Valley's Football Friday earlier, and he was pumped up, man. A guy that is incredibly happy for this team. And you look at the rest of their district, they've kind of got the mix of Burnett, Marble Falls, Lampasas, teams that have been really good in recent years that I don't think are playing up to the same caliber. Davenport is a team that you really need to watch out for because they could come out in year one and really make some noise, if not win a district championship. So another really fun night, in one that we were worried there might be some lopsided scores. Small school ball is undefeated in my eyes, and we had a lot of fun watching it tonight. If you're watching this before 1, make sure to get over to High School Scoreboard Live. A very happy birthday shout out to Craig Way. It's his birthday tonight on a Football Friday. No other way for the Hall of Famer to celebrate than being on High School Scoreboard Live with Aaron Hardigan and Greg Tepper. So we will have all of this and more for the breakdown on Monday for Texas Football Today. Until then, enjoy the rest of your some high school football. And then college football weekend and NFL. Football's back, baby. Bye, guys.